said that enemy will put a yoke of iron on your neck. Who put yokes of iron on our neck?
The white man.
The white man.
Yeah.
Say it loud, say it proud, 'cause
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
We got to be biblical. We got to speak biblical truth.
And they chained us up. We was all on boats. We pissing and shitting on each other. All type of shit. Because the white man.
Who are you to God? How are we facing?
I'm his son always.
You his son. All right. But specifically, God calls the 12 tribes of Israel his chosen people. And what we're going to find out is you descend from those chosen people. All right. And now we from certain tribes, as you can see on that sign over there. On the right hand, and on your left side, you'll have what God calls us. On your right, it'll be what America branded us as. When they stole us from the west coast of Africa, brought us to this side of the world, and branded us with those names and with those religions, they said, hey, boy, now you African American. Yeah. But the whole time, God called you Judah. He called you Benjamin. He called you Levi. That's the things he called you. He never called you nothing else, all right? Read this thing, Deuteronomy 28, and verse 15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
Come on.
But it shall come to pass.
So, Moses is speaking to the Israelites right here. Church, they say the Old Testament's done away with. They could be farther from they couldn't be any farther from the truth. Right. You know what I'm saying? You have to have the understanding of the Old Testament, understand the New. Right. That's why a lot of people be lost, because you open the book at the middle and you think you're about to understand it when there's all of this history.
I'm glad you said that, because I met all the struggle I've been through. I done met people, they be like, oh, we're gonna start from the back of the Bible. We're gonna start from the middle. We're gonna start from this. So mentally it confused me, and I stopped my trust, lost with man, with different men telling me, bro, believe this, or start here, or believe this and that. Where to the point I'm like, man, I'm just gonna believe in God. I'm tired of hearing what people telling me. I'd rather just believe in straight God, because that's what's gonna get me there, and that's all I believe in, because ain't nothing else brought me here or put me through or made me stronger or made me a father who I am but him, you know?
Exactly. So look, we want to restore the faith that you have in the word of God, all right? Because we ain't coming out here with man's enticing words or man's wisdom. We're going to teach you thus saith the Lord. So read from the top again. Teach you.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15.
You tell me who this fits. I ain't gonna know how to explain this stuff. You tell me, who does this fit in the world today, all right? Read this thing.
But it shall come to pass,
Go ahead.
if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So Moses is speaking to the Israelites. He's telling them if they don't listen to God to do a certain thing, come on.
To observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
So the terms in agreement was keep my laws and commandments and statutes. The Israelites, they were in a covenant or an agreement with God to do his laws, statutes, and commandments. Come on.
That all these curses,
But if they didn't, read it again.
that all these curses,
Come on,
shall come upon thee and overtake
he
thee.
said the people would be cursed. The people would be cursed, all right? Now, you tell me, what are curses like? What are curses?
I feel like a curse is like something that people, I feel like when you feel like you're under a curse, you feel like you broken and that you can't get out of it, and you feel like that it's normal for you to go through this and you just stuck to it, you know?
So, now correlate that with the black culture and the black struggle today. You feel like black people as a whole have progressed, or does it seem like we cursed and we can't really get out of what we in?
I feel like it starts with each individual and where they at with their faith in God, within their faith, and when they self as a man, as a woman, what they believe in, because I feel like it starts with yourself, you know what I'm saying, and with your faith in God, you know?
And I get what you're saying, but as a people though, you think as a people we're blessed people or cursed?
I
Just
can't
keep
say,
it right there, blessed or cursed, which one?
I can say I see some of our brothers blessed, and I see some of our brothers that's stuck in their ways, and they don't want to find the knowledge to be better than what they can get out of. It's like you just said, right? It's like some black people, I love black history. Some people, they so stuck on believing the ways of how their grandmamas, mamas taught them, and they mamas and grandmas, not to disrespect nobody, grandmas, mamas, but their grandmas, mamas taught them stuck what a white man taught them on a plantation. You know what I'm saying? So they stuck. So that's what their grandma and mama believe. So these brothers and mothers, you know what I'm saying, they stuck in them ways. You know what I'm saying?
So that's a curse, bro.
Yeah.
That's a curse because remember, we the last hired, first fired.
Yeah.
We the ones that's learning white supremacy. We've learned that we are less than 3/5 of a man. We have to vote. We have to march. We have to say no justice, no peace.
Right.
All of this is going on in our communities. How long we been marching saying that thing?
Forever.
Since the 60s.
Forever.
Well, you know what I'm saying? This is a constant
before
thing.
then,
Since
before
then.
Before we even started marching, we
So
was
again, this is showing that we are cursed as a people. All right,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna keep going. Read verse 48.
Verse 48.
Come on.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine
So
enemies.
today we have to serve our enemies. Today we got to go to their jobs. We got to go to their schools. We got to go to their grocery stores.
They want us to
and
get
everything
it
we
under
want.
their.
We have to.
Yeah.
That's how it is right now. Come on.
which the Lord shall send against thee.
And the crazy thing is God sent them against us because we broke his commandments. Because we as a people don't want to listen. We want to have a bright idea. We want to think that we can do it some other way aside from what God said. There is no other way. It's God's way or no way at all. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger.
And hunger. So again, when you got to go to Family Dollar, Walmart, Aldi, Price Chopper,
even the soup kitchen shit.
who owns those places? And who's handing out those things?
Them white people, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the Lord is telling you right here, you got to serve your enemies and you have to go to them in want of hunger. Come on.
And in thirst.
And in thirst, your water supply. Water fall free from the earth, from the sky, don't it?
Yeah, just like they tell us we can't collect rainwater and it's free
Thank
from
you.
God.
You
They tell us
proving
we
my
can't do
point.
it.
So
Yeah.
it's telling you, you cursed.
Yeah.
You curse a natural resource, a God-given resource that fall from the sky. You can't use it.
Yeah.
You curse. Come on.
And in nakedness.
And in nakedness, the clothing that's on your back. You don't go to your own to make that. You don't go to a brother down the street on Prospect and say, hey, bro, I need this and that. Now that I make it like this. You got to wear whatever it is that they give you. If they say skinny jeans is the fashion, Negroes got on skinny jeans.
That's right.
If they say the clothes gonna get, you gonna start seeing brothers in sports bras and all this stuff.
Yeah, all
you
tricks.
wearing
Yeah.
it because they make your clothing. You see what I'm saying? It's showing that we cursed because we know what we want to wear, but we got to depend on them to make it. That's a problem. Come on.
And in want of all things.
Everything you need, your education, your driver's license, your birth certificate, getting released from prison or jail. And then guess what? Your religion.
Yeah.
Your religion. To where now you don't even know that that's not Jesus.
Right.
Jesus is a black man that looks like us.
Yeah, that's another thing I have a type of discussion with people that, you know how like the Christians, they say Jesus is God's son, but they take everybody else away. I don't, like, within myself, I don't believe it. I feel like all of us men is God's son. And I feel like, yes, Jesus was as a prophet, but we all can be prophets individually under God, and we all God's sons no matter what.
You ain't wrong.
So to position a man to be like, oh, he's this and that, like, I'm not taking no power from Jesus, but I'm just saying, like, it's just like if you say the image of him, make him blue-eyed and white and all this other stuff, the own Bible says he got woolly hair. No white man got motherfucking nappy woolly hair. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, let's
That's
keep it on
us.
this. Let's keep it. So we got to identify who we are first. All right, come on, read this again.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So the Lord said we're going to serve our enemies. Our enemies are the ones that brought us over here on cargo slave ships.
That's right.
They did this. They put yokes of iron on our neck. They beat our identity out of us, taught us a white supremacist doctrine, and said, you African American, get out there in the work field and make America great for me. Come on. That's what they told you. Come on.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Come on.
In hunger. And in thirst.
Come on.
And in nakedness. And in want of all things.
Now, come on.
And he shall put a yoke.
Hold on, slow down. And he, come on.
And
he, that same enemy, you tell me who that enemy is. Come on.
shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
He said that enemy will put a yoke of iron on your neck. Who put yokes of iron on our neck?
The white man.
The white man.
Yeah.
Say it loud, say it proud, 'cause
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
We got to be biblical. We got to speak biblical truth.
And
at
they
this point.
chained us up. We was all on boats. We pissing and shitting on each other. All type
Know
of shit.
something.
There's the
Know
white
something.
man.
Come on,
yeah.
read it again. Read that part again. He shall put.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Come on.
Until he had destroyed
So
thee.
when he took that yoke off our neck, we was calling ourselves African Americans. We was saying that Christ is white, God is white, the angels is white. We was saying politics is the way.
Right.
We
And
was
the-
saying
and the broke us
everything that
mentally
they
to believe in that, and that's not even the truth.
Exactly. Everything that they tell us,
Yeah.
we was gonna believe. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? We have been broken to that point. But who is this talking about? This is not talking about African Americans or black. Give verse 68.
You know?
'Cause you said they brought us over here.
I don't mean to stop you. Let me go get my son. My mama up the street. I'm gonna go get my son. I want to come back and talk.
Hold on one second. Hear this. Hear this last part. Come on, 68.
Verse 68.
I want to drive this in your
Yeah.
mind that you are an Israelite.
Yeah.
And we got to keep God's commandments. All right,
That's
come
right.
on.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Egypt is a Greek word meaning what? It's Mizraim originally, meaning constriction or bondage. Bondage or slavery. He said, I'm gonna bring you into Egypt or slavery again
with ships.
with ships. Who did that happen to?
It happened to us, and the white people had their ships and came and got us, kidnapped us.
Who
and
drove the
broke
ships?
us.
Who was driving?
The white people.
Who was the cargo?
Us.
Us, right?
Yeah.
But who is this talking about? Is this talking about black people?
It's talking about them taking us.
Well, who is this talking about? What are the people called that this curse happened to? Who are those people? Us, but what are their name in the Bible? Israelites. 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 Get it in your mind. Israelites. That's the programming. See, when you can't,
I ain't never been taught that though, you know.
I got you, but it's Israelites. Moses was speaking to the Israelites. All right, read
That's
it
right.
again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again
Slavery again
with ships.
with ships. Only us on this right here. They got a depiction of this thing. You don't see no other skin color on this picture.
black.
All black.
Yeah.
That's us showing we was that cargo.
That's right.
We are the people that the book is talking about.
Bring it
we
out.
are the Israelites.
That's right.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is